Oh, man, I'm late again. Thank you, Michael,
Yeah,
for
hey,
setting up.
No problem at all.
I tell you, it was raining, and then it didn't allow enough time for the freeway, and then, oh my goodness, I hadn't ate breakfast, I had laundry to do. I was just like, but that's why I'm so excited about this morning, these guests
Yeah.
I've got. So I just stopped and got me something, while on the way up here.
Oh, yeah.
Hoping I'd have a little time to eat, but French fries in the morning, great meal. But anyway, it's going to be a great lesson, so I really didn't want to miss this devotion time with these ladies because you're not going to believe this.
What did they forget something or?
No, I forgot to order the hamburger.
Oh.
The most important part, I forgot the hamburger. That just shows you how bad I need this. Miss Jan needs this lesson today because it's all about making sure we don't forget what's the most important thing in life. And, we all know what that is. And so I can't wait to get this lesson to help me. Oh my gosh, the ladies are already here too.
Oh.
Okay. I'm happy about this. I want to introduce y'all to two sisters. They also have a brother named Lazarus. Well, Lazarus got a whole different. Come on in, ladies. I'm getting started this morning.
Welcome.
But Lazarus, their brother, has his own story, and I'm hoping maybe to get him here in the near future to tell us a little bit about his story. But this morning, these ladies have a story to tell us about, what's important in life and how to get rid of things that are stressful and anxious, and what Jesus told them what to do about it. And so I've got these two special guests here with me today, two sisters, Mary and Martha. Now, which one's Martha? Which one's Mary?
I'm Martha.
I'm Mary.
Oh, well, I'm just so glad you're here. Welcome. And tell me a little bit. Now, you ladies are from...
We're from Bethany on the West Bank.
Oh, all right. And so now, tell me, how did you come about Jesus coming to visit your home? He came to visit you, right?
Yes. Word got around town that Jesus and his disciples were coming to town to teach. And we were so excited. I came running into the house when I heard it and yelling at her, at Martha, Jesus is coming, Jesus is coming. I told the town leaders that I would be happy to share my home with them. I hadn't seen him in a long time.
And Jesus is such a special friend to Mary and I. Mary's always happy to host, but sometimes she just doesn't realize the work that goes into hosting somebody in our house.
Well, tell me, Martha, what do you mean by that?
Well, everything just has to be perfect. The house needs to be spotless, the food has to be just right.
And
She gets all anxious and off the deep end. She worries about everything.
Well, there's a lot to prepare for when you're hosting somebody in your house, and you want it to look like you want them here on purpose. The floors have to be swept, and the food has to be gathered, and the fire has to be started, and the water has to be drawn from the well, and you have to cook, and everything has to be right.
Yes, and when Jesus came into the house, what did he say to you? He said, set you straight. And that's when you went to settle down. Now, on my taking the time to listening to his teachings, she kind of just had to tattle a little bit.
tell me, Martha, what did he say to you when you went to him about Mary not helping?
Well, we both met him at the door, and we both greeted him, and then I went back to the kitchen to get everything ready. And what does Mary do? She just goes and sits down, and she just sits right there at his feet, and she's just listening to what he has to say. And I was so frustrated. I'm like, I'm in here doing all this work. Where is Mary? And I look in there, and she's sitting, just listening to Jesus' wonderful stories. And you know what he told me? He said, Martha, Martha, you are worried about too many things. Mary is worried about the most important thing. And she's not worried about all this serving and eating. She has chosen to listen to the right thing. And he wanted to make sure that I understood what the most important things were in life. And that was that there's really only one important thing.
And what's that?
Spending time with Jesus. Being careful not to get too busy doing too many good things that you forget the best thing, spending time with Jesus.
So we're working together to manage our time better so we have more time for Jesus in our lives.
And that reminds me, did you remember to get the water from the well this morning? And we need to start tonight's meal real soon when we get home. And I just, what else do we need to do?
Martha, just breathe. Remember our exercises. Yoga breathe. I got up 15 minutes early this morning so I could get the water from the well. And I still had time to talk to others about Jesus.
Yes, thank you. I am trying to follow what he taught me, Mary. I'm working on my time management, and I'm sure that I will have to make sure that I have plenty of time to sit and talk with Jesus.
You know, Martha, not everything's perfect. You know, we just need to take the time. You know, we just can't always be perfect. You just gotta slow down and take time.
I made time for Jesus daily in our lives. It's so important. We have to focus on cleaning our souls, not just our houses. One of my favorite verses is Psalm 51:10. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit in me.
Absolutely. Mary, did you get everything ready?
Everything's ready. Everything's ready.
Let me tell you, that is one of my favorite scriptures too. I have been wanting to meet with y'all so I can learn more and more about, how to get rid of this stress in my life and how to manage the anxiousness that I get throughout the day. And I wanted to save a little time during the latter part of this so we could have time to go to our Father in closing, because that's just really important, like what he told you, is we need to focus on him and come to him daily and talk with him. And so I wanted to save just a little bit of time so we could go to him. So I just wanted to know, Mary, if you would lead us in a prayer.
I'd be happy to.
Thank you. And I want to invite all the GraceWorks kids to join us out there and our GraceWorks family as we go to Big Daddy and talk to him for a few minutes.
Dear Jesus, help us to remember you are the most important thing in our lives. Don't let us get so busy with other things that we forget to spend time with you. Amen. Amen.
Thank you so much, Mary and Martha, for coming and sharing with us the lesson on making sure that we keep what's important in our life, the focus that Jesus is the most important thing. You know, forgetting your hamburger, like what I did this morning, frustrating, but that's not important, I like to call it, you talked a while ago about cleansing. I like to call it my dust bunnies. I have these dust bunnies that collect, I feel inside of me, and so I feel like whenever I go to him, I've just gotten dusted and cleansed of all those dust bunnies. And so that's why I love to have that time. My day goes, I don't know about y'all, but I've found that my day goes so much better when I talk to him.
Yes.
And I just love that we took the time to talk with him for a few seconds here this morning. So I want to share too with the Grace Kids some of the good news that we've got going on. First of all, we're back in the sanctuary on Sunday morning, and I saw a bunch of Grace Kids there. I saw Scarlett and Sarah and Savannah, and our own Caroline, once again, used her talents, got up and told us about the good Father. And that was just made my heart smile. And in a couple of Sundays ago, I don't know if y'all weren't here, we had like a military honoring our veterans. And we did a honors quilt for veterans to two of our members that were veterans. And our own Ransom made the presentation. And if you didn't see that, I had little goosebumps all over when that happened. When I saw Ransom out there handing those veterans, the quilts, oh, my heart just stopped. And I saw Marie one Sunday out there, and I was just waving at her. And, you know, I was trying to get, you know, social distance waving. You ladies probably don't know about that yet, but I was just waving. And she was just happy and all. And so she didn't see me, but I was so happy to see her and see her smiling face. We also have coming up 4th of July. There's going to be some fireworks up here at the cross. That's going to be fireworks. I know you, but you need to come if you can. Make some time. I'm sure if you can make some time, fireworks is going to be a great experience for you, and that our church is coming together and having this to celebrate our independence. And then, yeah, also, you know, I've been telling you a lot about Andrew and McKenna. They're two of our GraceWorks kids, and they've got a little story. They've been traveling this summer all over, and they took lemons and made lemonade out of them this week, and meaning life threw them a little curveball, and they were getting ready to come back off of their trip, and their car broke down, and they couldn't come back. But yeah. Well, I'll explain a lot of this terminology to y'all later. But the car broke down, so they decided, you know, we're not going to fret about this or be anxious, like what we talked about. We're just going to stay and hang out and have fun with friends for a couple more days. So that was a good lesson to learn too, right there. And I wanted to give a special shout out to my girl Skylar. Skylar, I love you, and I miss seeing that big old smile of yours. So Miss Jan wants to give you a big old hug. So GraceWorks kids, I love you. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.